In this video, we're looking at the first pricing details for the all-new 2026 Toyota RAV4. Early figures from Australia give us a clear look at Toyota's global plans. We'll break down the price increases, explain why the RAV4 is moving upmarket, and explore what it could mean for Canada and US buyers. Understanding the Australian market. Before we dive into pricing predictions for Canada and the United States, it's important to take a close look at the Australian market, where the first official 2026 RAV4 pricing has been revealed. Australia uses a completely different trim naming system compared to what we're used to in North America. There's no XLE, no Woodland Edition, and none of the familiar trim labels. Instead, they have names like GX, GXL, XSE, Cruiser, and Edge. While the names are different, the underlying vehicle is essentially the same redesigned RAV4 that will arrive here. The 2026 Australian RAV4 comes with all the upgrades Toyota has confirmed for the redesign, including a standard 10.5-inch multimedia system, a 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster, Toyota Safety Sense 4.0, and the updated 5th-generation hybrid powertrain. Australian buyers also have access to the plug-in hybrid option, an available panoramic moonroof, and dual wireless phone chargers. In terms of technology, features, and powertrains, the Australian models give us a clear preview of what to expect in Canada and the US. This makes the Australian pricing so important as it provides the first real insight into how Toyota is positioning the redesigned RAV4 globally. With that in mind, let's take a look at the numbers. 2026 RAV4 pricing in Australia. This is where things start to get really interesting. The entry-level GX front-wheel drive hybrid starts at 45,990 Australian dollars, and prices increase as you move up the trim ladder, reaching the XSE all-wheel drive, which is the highest hybrid trim available in Australia, priced at 58,340 Australian dollars. When we look at the plug-in hybrid lineup, the numbers climb even further. The entry-level XSE front-wheel drive plug-in hybrid starts at 58,840 Australian dollars, but the biggest jump comes with the all-new GR Sport plug-in hybrid at the very top of the range, making it the most expensive 2026 RAV4 in Australia at 66,340 Australian dollars. These figures make one thing very clear. Toyota is positioning the RAV4 as a more premium electrified SUV. The higher pricing reflects the added technology, updated safety features, the new hybrid system, and the overall push toward a more upscale experience. Since the Australian RAV4 is essentially the same as what we'll see in Canada and the US, these numbers provide a solid baseline for estimating what 2026 pricing might look like in North America. Comparing 2026 increases to 2025 Canadian pricing. Now that we have a clear picture of the 2026 RAV4 price increases in Australia, the next step is to compare those numbers to the current 2025 pricing here in Canada and use that as a baseline for projecting 2026 prices. The 2025 Canadian RAV4 hybrid lineup starts with the LE all-wheel drive at 36,550 Canadian dollars and climbs up to the XSE technology package, which tops out at 46,910 Canadian dollars for the hybrid models. For the plug-in hybrid, the 2025 RAV4 Prime SE begins just above 51,700 Canadian dollars, while the fully loaded XSE technology package reaches 56,555 Canadian dollars. Interestingly, the 2025 model is the only configuration that offers a panoramic moonroof, which is notable considering the redesigned 2026 XLE Premium will now include a panoramic roof as standard. Here's where things get interesting. If we apply the same percentage, increases seen in Australia, ranging roughly from 7 to 8% up to around 11% depending on trim, we can start to estimate where Canadian pricing may land. From there, we can also make a realistic projection for the US market. These increases are significant. If Toyota follows a similar pattern in North America, the 2026 RAV4 could be priced noticeably higher than the outgoing generation. Projected 2026 pricing for Canada and the US. Using the Australian price increases as a reference, we can now make some projections for what the 2026 Toyota RAV4 might cost in Canada and the United States once official pricing is announced. Starting with Canada, The 2025 LE all-wheel drive hybrid currently sits around $36,550. Applying a similar percentage increase to what we saw in Australia, that model could move into the upper $39,000 range and potentially just over $40,000 if Toyota follows the same pattern. This would place the entry-level hybrid noticeably higher than before. For the XLE hybrid, which is the most popular trim for Canadian buyers, the 2025 model is priced at $39,645. With the Australian style increase, the 2026 version could land roughly between $42,000 and $44,000, even before factoring in higher equipment levels and the standard panoramic roof that comes with some trims in the redesign. The plug-in hybrid models are likely to see the largest jumps. The fully loaded RAV4 Prime XSE technology package currently sits at $61,945, and applying the same increases seen in Australia could bring that model up to roughly $66,000 to $69,000 Canadian dollars for 2026. Considering the upgraded features and more premium positioning, this increase would make sense. Looking at the United States, projections follow a similar trend. If the US market mirrors the Australian increases, buyers could see price jumps ranging from 8 to 11% depending on trim. The entry-level hybrid LE could increase by $2,000 to $3,000, while higher trims like the XSE hybrid might rise by $3,000 to $4,000. The plug-in hybrid RAV4 Prime could see an increase of around $5,000 compared to the outgoing year. While these projections aren't official, the Australian pricing provides the clearest early insight into how Toyota is positioning the redesigned RAV4 globally. Unless Toyota throws in any surprises, these estimates give buyers in Canada and the United States a solid idea of what to expect when pricing is formally released. Should you buy 2025 or wait for the 2026 model? In many regions, ordering a 2025 is no longer possible. Dealers have stopped taking factory orders, and remaining inventory is disappearing quickly. There are clear benefits to choosing a 2025 while it's still available. Pricing is locked in, the model is proven and well-refined after years on the market, and depending on your area, you may face shorter wait times. That said, hybrids, and especially plug-in hybrids, still have queues in some regions. For many shoppers, timing alone means the 2026 model will be the default option. The redesign brings new technology, upgraded features, and a more premium experience, which may make the wait worthwhile despite the expected price increases. The first 2026 shipments are expected early in the year, likely around February. Official pricing for Canada and the US should be announced shortly before that, meaning confirmed numbers could arrive late this year or very early next year. Once pricing is released, I'll break down everything trim by trim so you know exactly what to expect. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Will you be buying the 2026 RAV or not?